Honoree is Willis Pyle. Good morning, Willis.
Good morning. Nice to be here.
And what is your full name?
Willis Acton Pyle.
And Willis, when did you come into the industry?
1937. I came to Disney's in November 1937 from Colorado.
What did you do there first?
I was in the traffic department. Carried film cans and delivered pencils to the animators and whatever odd jobs. Of course, I went to the evening art classes and studied under Don Graham and Gene Fleury, all those great teachers, Rico LeBrun.
How long were you at Disney?
I was there until around 1941, I think it was. I worked on those. The first feature film I worked on was Pinocchio, then Fantasia, and Bambi.
And what did you do? Animation?
I was an assistant in all those. I was in Milt Call's unit on Pinocchio and Fantasia and Bambi. I was in Milt's all those three films. I was in Milt's unit.
And you were in the Air Force unit during the war, and then what happened afterwards?
Well, I started animating in the Air Force unit under Frank Thomas. He was the director, and I made the model sheets for some of the characters there. Trigger Joe and the Chameleon on a camouflage film that we made. The Chameleon was the main character. He could change his colors to cover up.
What other studios did you work at?
After that, I went to UPA and worked on those early UPA. I was with UPA when they were formed. And worked on the first Mr. Magoo and the Gerald McBoing, those early films.
Quickly, what are the major other studios that you worked for?
Well, I worked just a short time before I went into the Air Corps. I worked for Walt Lance. I'd say maybe 6 months or something like that. But then after I left UPA to go to New York, and I worked on my own after that. I had a small studio in New York for 27 years.
And are you still working?
No, yes, I'm still working, but I'm not in animation. I have a painting studio down in Soho, lower part of New York, and I paint landscapes, horses, and figures, and read and sleep.
Do you have any particular fond memories of the industry that you want to talk about in the brief period of time we have left?
Well, a lot of people ask me what kind of a person Walt Disney was. Of course, I didn't come in contact with Walt too much, but when I arrived at the studio, I considered it a great opportunity. He taught me a craft that I've used for 40, 50 years to pay my rent and grocery bill. I wasn't worth anything to him when I arrived at Disney Studio, and I was given a chance to study under these great teachers. I can still consider Rico LeBrun one of the great draftsmen of our age, and I considered it a great opportunity to study under him and Don Graham. So I feel that Disney did me a favor when he said, "Can I come out?" from Colorado, which I came. I was a senior at the University of Colorado, and I left during the middle of my class senior year to come to Disney. I've never been sorry, and I'm still going to art school. I've gone to the Art Students League, the National Academy, the Brooklyn Academy, and when I get back to New York, I'll still walk in and start drawing.
Well, very good. Well, thank you. Are you looking forward to the banquet tonight?
I certainly am, and I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of old friends.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.